Happy Sentinels Tuesday, everybody. Today we're taking a look at Elemental Hero Neos. He was actually the first Yugioh hero deck created by Mistilitain, and we'll be running him through the ringer against the Outlander. Backing him up are Akash 3, Spirit of the Void, Gyrosaur Speed Demon, and Tempest Champion created by Bisesio. And we're playing in a modified version of Megalopolis. First thing to note about Elemental Hero Neos is that he's got a little keyword that says base. He has 7 character cards. They are not variants. This was inspired by my Masked Warrior Eero hero, so he will be switching back and forth between character cards a lot during this game. Outlander has started with the Archangel Trace card. The first time he's dealt 4 or more damage from a single source each turn, we play the top card of the villain deck, and at the end of the villain turn he deals us some damage. So, let's get going with the pain. Anchored Fragment. When this card enters play, Outlander deals the hero target with the highest HP 1 melee damage. That's Akash 3. Okay, so we need to deal him 8 damage this round, or he will destroy all of our stuff. And if turn, he hits everybody for 1. That's not too bad. And it's irreducible, so we probably shouldn't worry too much about defensive cards. So we're going to start with Glowmoss. Neospacian, 4 hit points. At the start of your turn or when this card comes into play, you may switch to Neos Glow character card. At the end of your turn, one player may draw a card. Not amazing, but it allows me to switch to the Glow card, and I'm just going to show this to you because I'll be switching right back. His power is Shining Lance. Neos deals a target 3 radiant damage, he regains 2 HP, switch to his base character card. So we're going to go ahead and do that. 3 radiant damage, heal off that damage, switch back to his base card, draw, and we'll give that card draw to Gyrosaur because I was looking at her cards and she can use it. Hey, she finally got a crash card. I think Scatter Seeds is a good idea. 4 damage to herself. Perfect. I'm tempted to play Thrashing Brambles. I think I'll use her power to Instantaneous Maturation, get a Creeping Mold, play it off the top of the environment deck, and then it hits him for 1. Draw a card. Alright, Gyrosaur is going to play Hyperspin, and that will let her play Rapturian Shell. I'll use the power on that to discard cards on the top of my deck until I discard a crash card and put it into my hand. Okay, good enough. Draw a card. It was a crash, so it goes into play. Gyrosaur deals a target 2 melee damage and a second target X melee damage, where X is the amount of damage she dealt to the first target. With her +1, if I hit something else, that's going to hit him for 4, and we don't want that. So we'll hit him for 3, so we don't have to worry about that ongoing anymore. And I guess I'll hit the Glowmoss. Next damage dealt by non-hero targets damage this way to 0. Okay, cool. I can't on his next hit, and Hyperspin is destroyed. Tempest is going to play Shielding Winds. I think that's probably a good idea. His power is Tempest deals up to 3 targets 1 irreducible lightning damage each, so hit him for 1, draw a card. Megalopolis. Hostage Situation. Prevent all damage that hero targets would deal to villain character cards. At the start of the environment turn, each player may discard a card. If they do, destroy this card. Oh, that sucks! Oh, Anchored Fragment does not go away. Outlander plays a card, so this goes back up to 8. Increase damage dealt by Outlander by 1, reduce damage dealt to Outlander by 1. Start of the villain turn, destroy this card. Well, that's fine, we can't hit him anyways. Oh, you know what? This isn't going to work because he's dealing irreducible damage, so he's going to take out the Glowmoss. Everybody take 2. We're going to use Contact Game. Send a Neospacian from your hand or deck to your trash. If you search your deck this way, shuffle it, and you switch to a character card indicated on that card's text, draw a card. So we're going to look for Grand Mole. Shuffle deck, draw a card. So we're in Grand mode now, which says Grand Slam. Neos deals a target 3 melee damage. If this damage destroys a target, you may destroy an ongoing or environment card. Switch to the base character card. Now the cool thing is, I can't hit Outlander, but I can hit this Creeping Mold. So we'll do 3 damage to that. It either destroys an ongoing or environment card, we'll get rid of Anchored Fragment, and Neos will destroy Hostage Situation. Draw a card. And of course he's back to his base form. I'll play Thrashing Brambles, and then I'll play Vitalized Thorns. It deals 4 projectile damage, except it only hits him for 3, and then it's immediately destroyed. Draw a card. Wipeout. Gyrosaur deals up to X targets 4 melee damage each, then deals herself X melee damage, where X is 1 plus the number of crash cards in your hand. So she will hit 1 target for 4, reduce 3. This ongoing is the best thing that ever happened to us, then she hits herself for 2. If at least half the cards in your hand are crash cards, draw a card. If not, play a card. So I could play a card right now. Yeah, let's do that. Indiscriminate Pass. I have no crash cards in my hand, so Gyrosaur does not deal another hero target 2 melee damage. She deals 1 non-hero target 4 melee damage instead. Good, we can get him to flip this round. Draw a card. Tempest will Aquatic Correspondence for more cards, and then ping him for 1, and he flips. Restore him to 20 HP, destroy all copies of Anchored Fragment. Oh darn, we didn't have to do that. Oh well. Put a random trace card from beneath this one into play. And then if there are fewer than H trace cards in play, he flips. So we get another trace. Warbrand. The first time Outlander deals damage each turn, he then deals the hero target with the highest HP 2 projectile damage. And then he deals more damage at the end of the turn. Back to 20 HP, flip. Draw a card. Alright, Megalopolis, stop sucking. Rooftop Combat. At the end of the villain turn, play the top card of the villain deck. Each hero may use an additional power during their turn. Start of the environment turn, destroy this card. Okay, this was maybe not a good environment for this fight. Start of turn, Knight's Hatred goes away, because we've got to flip him 2 more times before we can take him out. He plays Anchored Fragment. Deals here target the highest HP 1 melee damage, that's still Akash 3, and then he also deals that target 2 projectile damage. Okay, that's fine. Just can't hit him for 4. End of turn, everybody take 1, and then it's 2 here targets the lowest for 1 projectile damage each. That's Tempest and Gyrosaur. That's not irreducible. Then we play the top card of his deck because of Rooftop Combat. Dimensional Insinuation. When this card enters play, search the villain deck for a copy of Anchored Fragment, put it into play, shuffle the villain deck, play its top card. Damage dealt by Outlander is irreducible. Start the villain turn, destroy this card. Okay, that's fine. Not so happy about the Anchored Fragment. We need more seeds so I can ball lightning. Then we play the top card of the deck. It's another Dimensional Insinuation. Oh my god. On the upside, we're losing Anchored Fragments like no one's business. Play another card out of touch. This card enters play. Outlander deals a non-villain target with the highest HP, X plus 3 melee damage, where X is the number of trace cards in play. So 5 reduced to 3. We'll send that to Neos. Reduce all HP recovery by 1. Start the villain turn, destroy this card. Okay, that's fine. Probably not going to be healing anything. Let's go. Common Soul. Ongoing. This card comes into play, you may put a Neo-Spacian from your deck or trash into play. If you search your deck this way, shuffle it. We are going to put that mole into play again. So we are grand. The first time each turn Neo switches to a different character card, you may draw a card. So that switch will let me draw. Power number 1, we'll use Grand Slam. 3 melee damage. If I destroy a target, I can do a thing. Well, that doesn't happen, but hit him for 3, switch back to base. Power number 2, his base power, Cosmic Crush. Neo steals a target, 2 melee damage. Draw a card, and the mole deals a target 2 melee damage. That was a good damage output turn. Play Earth's Attunement. Use power to draw a card. And power number 2, play the top card of the environment deck, you may destroy an environment card. Yeah, we're going to destroy that impending casualty. Sorry. Draw a card. At the end of her turn, she will hit herself for 2 and shuffle the trash into the deck. It's got a lot of seeds in that trash. Let's play Reckless Alien Racing Tortoise. At least half the cards in my hand are not crash cards, so I can play a card. Let's do Hidden Detour. Let's see, Gyrosaur regains 1 HP. Okay, that's fine. Reveal the top card of the environment deck. It's Traffic Pileup that goes right under there for as long as this card remains in play. Draw a card. Oh wait, and she can use a second power. Let's do Rapturian Shell. I got a Sphere of Devastation. Draw a card. I think Genebound Shackles would be a good idea. Hit him for 3. Don't have to worry about Anchored Fragment. Draw a card. Okay, that goes away. Thank goodness. Paparazzi on the scene. Damn it. I mean, Tempest can get rid of it, but by that point, we've all gone without using powers. Alright, start of turn. What the hell goes away? Dimensional Insinuation goes away. And so does Out of Touch. And he plays another Out of Touch. Hits the highest for 5, reduced 3, that's still Akash 3. And then he hits the highest for 2, that's Neos. And then everybody take 1, and the 2 lowest take 1. And that's the Mole and Tempest. Let's see, at the start of my turn I can switch to the Grand Character card. So we'll do that, actually do it this time, which lets me draw a card. Space Gift. One player may draw up to X cards where X is 2 plus a number of Neo-Spacians in play. Let's have Akash 3 draw 3 cards. She could use it. And then I can't use any powers, so I just draw a card, and the Mole hits him for 2. Let's accelerate Nature's Order. Oh, hey, look at that. Got a Noxious Pod. Discard a card, draw 2 cards, and deals a target 3 toxic damage. Number 2, Close Quarters Combat. Increase all damage by 1. Ooh, she deals herself 2 damage. But she also destroys an environment card, so we can use powers again. Play number 3, another Cramped Quarters Combat. So all damage is melee and increased by 2. That can actually be a problem, because we don't want to hit him for 4. Oh wait, right. She hits herself for 3, and then she destroys 1 of those. So, okay, it's still just 1. That's fine. You know, I could actually destroy the Traffic Pileup instead if I wanted to keep that, but I don't want to keep that, so yeah, alright. Power, I'm going to play Primeval Germination. We'll have the Noxious Pod do 3 melee damage, saving us from the Anchored Fragment, and draw a card. Gyrosaur has nothing to play. I'm going to use Reckless Alien Racing Tortoise, deal a target X plus 1 melee damage or X number of crash cards in your hands. That's 2, plus 1 from the environment, that's 3. He flips. We get Mage Killer. The first time a hero one-shot enters play each turn, Outlander deals the hero target with the highest HP 1 irreducible lightning damage. Oof. At the end of the villain turn, he does a bunch of damage. 20 HP. He flips. Draw a card. On the upside, he's not going to get to use the damage boost from Close Quarters Combat. Tempest will play Otherworldly Resilience, because he needs that. And then, can I hit him? No, because it would be 4. Alright, so just draw a card, unfortunately. Alright, Cramped Quarters Combat goes away. Now I can use Primeval Germination. Plummeting Monorail. Discard the top card of the deck. Ah, good. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, start of the villain turn. Out of Touch goes away, and that goes back up to 8. Disarming Blow. Outlander deals 2 non-villain targets the highest HP, 3 melee damage each. The hero damage this way discards a card. Okay. That's Gyrosaur, and then he hits the highest for 2, and then we recalibrate. He'll hit Tempest. End of turn, everybody take 1 Irreducible. And then the 2 lowest take 1. That's 2 non-character targets. And then the highest takes 3. I'll have Neos take that. Let's see, I am still grand. So that means we're going to play Reverse of Neos. So that's a one-shot. It's the highest for 1 Irreducible lightning damage. That's Gyrosaur. Neos may deal a target 3 melee damage. You may switch to the base character card. If you do, you may play a card. We will do that. Switch to the base, and we will play this Dark Panther. When that comes into play, I can switch to the Dark character cards. We'll go ahead and use the Dark character cards' power. Oh, right, and I can draw a card because I changed. That is Dark Fury Claw. Neos deals a target 3 infernal damage. A non-character target dealt damage this way loses any end of turn effects until the start of your turn. Switch to the base character card. Alright, so hit him for 3. That's fine. Back to the base card. Draw a card. Mole hits him for 2. Stops Anchored Fragment. And the Panther deals a target 2 infernal damage. Oh yeah, we do have another target to deal with. I'll have to keep that in mind. Let's scatter seeds again. Oh good. I got important stuff. Throw a bunch of seeds in the trash. Power, I'm going to play one with the land. Draw a card. Oh, right, and the seed hits him for 2. And I'm not going to shuffle the trash in the deck because we've got a seed on top, so that's fine. Hyperspin? That's not going to accomplish anything. Sphere of Devastation is not going to accomplish anything. Once again, she plays nothing. And I'll use Reckless Alien Racing Tortoise to do 2 damage. Him, and draw a card. Okay, this might be risky. I'll play Electrical Storm, and then hit him for 3 Irreducible, and hit that for 1 for all that's going to help. Draw a card. Alright. Plummeting Monorails, hitting the 2 targets with the highest HP for 5 melee damage each, and the first one can be redirected to the Noxious Pod. So that's going to be Gyrosaur and, let's say, Tempest. So we'll save Gyrosaur, redirect the damage to the Noxious Pod, it deals a target 2 toxic damage, doesn't quite take him out, and then Tempest takes 4, reduced to, Tempest takes 2, not bad. Oh, Strangling Roots, hell yes. That won't help with all of his damage. Especially not if he plays that 1 card, but that's pretty good. Environment turn over. This goes back up to 8. It's funny, because I am able to do the 8 damage around, so leaving those in play is probably a good idea. Transdimensional Onslaught. Outlander deals each non-villain target X irreducible psychic damage where X is the number of trace cards in play. Well, shit. Alright, you know what? Let's see. He didn't play 1 shot. She played a 1 shot, so he should have hit Gyrosaur. Everybody take 3. Goodbye, Grand Mole. That knocks out the Strangling Roots. I can destroy an environment card or a target with 3 or fewer HP. Well, let's just get rid of the monorail then. That's it for that. End of turn, everybody take 1 Irreducible. There goes the Panther. 2 lowest take nothing. Highest takes 1. That's Akash 3. We need some healing up in here. Okay, let's do Instant Neos Space. Increase next damage dealt by Neos by 2. You may switch to a different character card. Actually, I don't want to do that because I'd end up doing too much damage to him. Shit. This is turning out to be difficult because he's a very good damage dealer, and I want to be doing ping damage, not big hits. Okay, Neos Force. Either Neos deals a target 4 melee damage or up to 2 targets 2 energy damage each, so he'll hit him for 2 and flip him. And this is our last flip. So we get Dragonborn. The first time he's dealt damage each turn deals a source of that damage 2 fire damage. Also, he hit the highest for 1. Okay, he is flipped. This is our last shot. Reduce the first damage dealt to him each turn by 4. Oof. I think that's going to be since he flipped, so we will just skip his power, unfortunately. Because he's got this card, Convert Contact. You can search your deck for an ongoing card and put it into your hand. And I looked for his ongoings, and the only other one that he's got increases his damage by 1. I don't want that right now. Cultivation. I'm going to use that power. So we've got more cards in the trash than the deck right now. So we'll shuffle all the cards into the deck, discard the top card, draw a card, end of turn, no Primordial Seeds to shuffle, and discard the top card of the deck. There we go. Good. Got the environment locked down again. I'm going to play Hyperspin and a Merry Chase. So if she can hit him, it can make everybody else immune to his damage. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to use the power on Rapturian Shell to play Sphere of Devastation. I hit him for nothing. He soaks it. Draw a card. Hope it's a crash. It is. So that gets played. Oh, and actually she hit him for 1. Alright, so it went off anyways. She hit him for 1 because of hyperspin, so everybody else is immune to his damage. Gyrosaur deals each target 1 melee damage. Increase damage dealt to environment targets by 1. So everybody take 1. He takes 2. I think that's a good trade-off for being immune to his damage. And then hyperspin is destroyed. Okay, alright, at the end of her turn, she doesn't have any crash cards, so she hits Tempest for 1. He would have hit her for 2. Oh, right, start of turn. I think I've been forgetting Electrical Storm. Hit him for nothing. Shoot, hang on. That changes my play. We're gonna reclaim from the deep. Well, he drew a Grievous Hailstorm, so that's nice. Power, 3 irreducible lightning damage. Stopping the anchored fragment. Draw a card. Alright, what do we get? Noxious Pod. It's not helpful. That goes back up to 8. Now we actually might want to get rid of the anchored fragments, if I can do it safely. Out of touch. Ooh, he's hitting the highest for 7, reduced to 5. I guess Akash 3 will take that. Ow. We really need that healing pollen. Where the hell is it? End of turn. Oh wait, she's immune. So she takes 1 irreducible projectile. She is one of the lowest, so she takes 1 irreducible projectile. The highest is immune. Deals each non-villain target 1 fire damage. Mary Chase was very helpful. Let's do Contact Game again. I don't know what I've got in here. Drop the Aqua Dolphin, switch to the Aqua character card. I might actually want to get that thing. Okay, so the Aqua power is Rapid Storm. Neos deals a target 3 cold damage. Reduce damage dealt by that target by 1 until the start of your turn. Switch to the base character card. You don't have to deal the damage to get the damage reduction to happen. Also, Mage Killer goes off and he deals nothing, so he gets -1 till the start of my turn. Draw a card. Actually, draw 2 cards because he switched character cards. I need Instantaneous Maturation. Healing Pollen, going to play that. I guess we're healing Gyrosaur. None of his reactions go off. Power, I'm going to use Instantaneous Maturation again for another Healing Pollen. Heal Akash 3. That's a little better. And then each of them does 2 damage. First one is prevented, so that's 4. Draw a card. End of turn, so we discard a card. Mary Chase goes away, but that was nice. She's got literally nothing to play. Let's use Raptorian Shell because she can't hit him. Alright, I just put that on top of her deck. Whoops. Oh, where was that when I needed it? Get an Indiscriminate Pass, draw a card, she doesn't deal any damage. Alright, start of turn, hit him for nothing. I need to do 4 damage to him, or he's... oof. Alright, Chain Lightning. I will take out a Healing Pollen. Everybody heal 1. Alright, we're not immune to his damage anymore, so... hits the highest for 1 irreducible, that'll be Akash. Shoot, there's no way for me to avoid hitting him for too much. Okay, you know what? I take that back. There's no way for us to avoid hitting him for too much, so we're going to fucking own it. So the first hit from the Electric Storm was prevented, so we're going to hit him for 6 lightning damage, preventing the Anchored Fragment, playing the top card of the deck, Disarming Blow. Okay, that's fine. Deals the 2 targets the highest HP, 2 melee damage each, and they have to discard a card. So that's Neos, and Gyrosaur doesn't need that. That wasn't so bad now, was it? Now let's destroy a Healing Pollen. Everybody heal 1. Last hit will not be used. And then he uses his power to take out Outlander. Okay, that was a good fight. Outlander's real swingy. I mean, what was the last trace we didn't get? Crusader. Oh, it's the one that increases his damage by 1. Yeah, that's a good one not to get. So, that's Elemental Hero Neos. He's a very good damage dealer, he's extremely versatile, he has some interesting stuff with his Neospatians because they can do extra damage. Didn't see a lot of his deck, I don't feel. So Instant Neospace was a card that I didn't want to play. Increase the next damage dealt by Neos by 2, you may switch to a different character card. Handy, unless you don't want to deal a lot of damage. Contact Out. Return any number of Neospatians from in play or your trash to your hand. Oh, that's how you get them back. Neos regains 1 HP for each card returned this way. Helpful. Neospace. This is his other ongoing. Increase damage dealt by Neos to non-hero targets by 1. Whenever Neos would switch to the base character card, he may deal himself 2 psychic damage. If he takes damage this way, switch to a different character card instead. That's pretty cool. I wasn't switching a ton, so it wasn't really a big deal, but that can be very useful. Wrath of Neos. Neos deals each villain target 2 melee damage, draw a card. Miracle Contact. You may put a Neospatian from your deck or trash into play. If you search your deck this way, shuffle it. You may use a power, you may play a card. That's a real good one-shot. Neos Spiral. Shuffle any number of Neospatians from your hand or trash into your deck. Neos deals up to X targets 3 radiant damage each, where X is 1 plus the number of cards shuffled into your deck this way. Flare Scarab. Never saw this one. So you switch to your Flare card, and it can deal 2 fire damage. Or Air Hummingbird. At the end of your turn, Neos regains 1 HP for every 3 cards in your hand. That's interesting. So let's take a look at his other character cards, because we didn't see them all. Flare, power is Burned to Ash. Neos deals a target X fire damage, where X is 3 plus the number of villain ongoings in play. Boy, I wish I could have used that, except, I didn't want to play extra villain cards. Air, Skyrip Wing. Neo steals a target 3 projectile damage. Destroy any targets reduced to 2 or fewer HP this way. That's pretty cool. So all of his powers are basically deal 3 damage and you get some kind of bonus alongside that. So yeah, Elemental Hero Neos can be found on Mastillatane's Monstrous Menagerie, and Champion Tempest can be found in the customs randomizer that comes with the Reavers DLC, I think? I actually forget where I got that from. Anyway, thanks for watching. As always, Tabletop Simulator, the Reaver Sentinels Cauldron DLC, Delphage's Archives, and Mastillatane's Monstrous Menagerie are not licensed grading against products. Please support the official release and flip.